What's the biggest lie you told your family? I told my family I was dying of cancer to see who truly cared, and discovered a truth I wasn't prepared for. For years, I was the invisible middle child. My older brother was the successful one with his finance career and perfect family. My younger sister was the special one who everyone doted on. I was just there. The reliable one who showed up to every family event, remembered every birthday, and listened to everyone's problems without complaint. When I turned 35, I realized something painful. No one ever asked how I was doing. My calls went straight to voicemail unless someone needed something. At Christmas, my gifts were opened with polite smiles before everyone gushed over my siblings' presents. I'd spent my entire life trying to matter to the people who should have loved me automatically. So I made a terrible decision. After reading about a woman who faked cancer to test her friends, something broke inside me. I created an elaborate lie. Stage 3 lymphoma with a 40% survival rate. I researched symptoms, treatment protocols, and side effects. I even shaved my head and bought prescription-looking bottles. The plan was to recover after 3 months and confess it was a mistake in diagnosis. I told them at Sunday dinner, voice trembling. The doctors found something. It's not good. I described the fake diagnosis, watching their faces carefully. My mother gasped. My father's hand shook as he set down his fork. My brother immediately started researching specialists. My sister sobbed into her napkin. For the first week, I was flooded with attention. My mother called daily. My father sent articles about experimental treatments. My brother offered to pay for a second opinion at Mayo Clinic. My sister brought homemade soup and sat with me for hours. For the first time, I felt truly seen. But by week 3, something shifted. My mother's calls became shorter. My father stopped sending articles. My brother's texts changed from, "How are you feeling?" to, "Quick question about the family vacation plans." My sister visited less frequently, always with an excuse about being busy. By week 5, I was alone again. My chemo days passed with no visitors. When I mentioned feeling scared at family dinner, my mother quickly changed the subject to my nephew's soccer tournament. My brother checked his watch. My sister scrolled through Instagram under the table. The final blow came when I overheard my mother on the phone with her friend. "It's exhausting, honestly. Everything is always about her cancer now. We have lives too, you know?" My own mother, complaining that my dying was inconvenient. That night, I made a decision. I staged a miraculous recovery. I told them my doctor had called. The latest tests showed the cancer was responding extraordinarily well to treatment. They were cautiously optimistic. Everyone seemed relieved, but not in the way I'd expected. There was no joy, just convenience. 2 weeks later, I announced the miracle. My cancer was in complete remission. The doctors couldn't explain it. My family's reaction? My father nodded and immediately changed the subject to my brother's promotion. My mother said, "That's wonderful, dear," before asking my sister about her dating life. No celebration, no tears of joy, just moving on. That night, I packed a suitcase. I left a letter explaining everything, the lie, why I did it, what I learned. I wrote that I forgave them but needed to find people who would love me properly. I moved across the country the next day. The aftermath was nuclear. My brother called me mentally ill. My sister posted a long rant about my emotional manipulation. My mother told relatives I'd always been attention-seeking. My father simply said he was disappointed. It's been 2 years. I've built a new family of friends who text just to say hello. My blood relatives still don't speak to me. They tell people I'm unstable, dangerous.